It's a long, hard week, Matt. What do you remember particularly about it? What's the highlight?
I think the highlight of the week was the debate today on control and the threat to our control members' jobs. That was clearly a lot of anger there, a lot of frustration with how people have been treated, and a lot of unity and determination to defend our members' jobs in the controls.
Do you think that you've built up from there a base that you can have a successful campaign from?
Absolutely. I think what we saw today is the Fire Brigade Union getting itself organised. We've got a very clear threat. It's not hypothetical. We've got people whose jobs are under threat. That's about people's families and their futures. That message was received loud and clear at the conference, and the conference was absolutely unanimous in its anger and unanimous in its determination to fight back on that.
Now, is this just a producer view? In other words, is it just a question of firefighters wanting what's best for them, even though, in fact, the government proposals are going to be best for the people they're supposed to be protecting?
No, absolutely not. I think the Fire Brigade Union has always had a wider view, and we've always sought to get the best service for the people we serve. In our view, communities are best served by locally based emergency fire control rooms. And that's the aim of the union. That's what we want to achieve. If you look at the proposals from the government, for example, on the number of job losses they're proposing, it doesn't matter how good your computer system is. If you haven't got somebody to answer the call, you can't send a fire engine.
But isn't it a more cost-effective proposal, what the government are putting forward?
Well, the costs have escalated massively. Every time the costs are reviewed, they go up. We've still not got the final business case, so I'm not convinced of that at all. And the only way they seem able to try to make any savings is actually by slashing more and more jobs.
You had the other day a debate about the year-old issue of pensions. Do you feel that that's somewhere near? That's a great. Do you feel that that bids to be a big success for the union?
Well, I'm hoping it will. It was a disgraceful attack in the first place, and it's been a long, hard battle. A lot of our members have got involved. We've had legal action at various stages, some legal successes, and unfortunately a legal defeat, a legal setback. And at the last minute, we've had very serious negotiations with the government, and it looks like that may be a way forward. There's some movement at last from government, some significant amendments to the guidance that have caused the problem. And yes, I hope that is going to be a significant step forward for firefighters.
It was clearly something that a lot of people in the debate felt very strongly about, and they felt very, very harshly treated by the government.
Yes, I think firefighters expect that if they're performing a job which has got dangers, they're dealing with dangerous situations, then the responsibility of the people employing them is to provide adequate protection if they are injured, or if for some other reason, if ill health prevents them from carrying on in their career. I think that's an entirely reasonable argument. It's what we expect, it's what we had previously, it's what's been there since 1947, so we can't understand why in 2008 those rights would be taken away.
Now, I noticed in the pay debate you very carefully avoided ruling out industrial action over pay. Why is that?
I don't think we would ever rule that out. Clearly, our employers are under pressure from the government. We're being extremely reasonable on pay, but there needs to be a settlement. Our claim is for a pay rise in line with the formula that was agreed in 2003. We think that's entirely reasonable. We don't want industrial action of fire service on anything, but clearly that's a last resort on this issue, as it would be on all other issues.
Today the Fire Minister was your guest at the conference, or one of your two guests at the conference, and I thought the reception that he got was very polite, but definitely cold. There didn't seem to be an enormous amount of warmth in the way that delegates greeted him. Would you say that that was right?
I think that does reflect the situation. I think the Minister would have known that when he accepted the invitation. We acknowledge his attendance, and we're grateful that he did attend. I think he should attend the Fire Brigade Union conference. It's, I think, the most important conference in the fire service. So the Minister, who's responsible in England for policy, should come and hear what people have to say. But I think you're right, in terms of the problems that we're facing around government initiated policies, particularly around control regionalisation, there was a cold reception reflecting the anger that people have in relation to that proposal.
Overall, Matt, good week, happy with it?
Tired week, tiring week.
But a successful one,
I think it's been a successful week. It's the most important week in the Fire Brigades Union calendar. It's the mechanism by which our members can control what I do. I'm employed by the firefighters, by members of the Fire Brigades Union. My job is to do what they tell me to do, and this is the mechanism by which they set the policy for the coming year and therefore tell us on the executive and myself as General Secretary what needs to be done over the coming months.
Matt Wrack, General Secretary of the Fire Brigades Union, thank you very much.
Thank you.